Hi everyone, I'm Tony Embry, and I'm coming to you live from my Riverview Creative Studio in New Bern, North Carolina. Today I'm going to be doing a demonstration on a project that I'm doing for the Gentleman Crafters Design Group blog, which goes live tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And so I started doing my blog post, and then I realized that it might be easier to, for some aspects of the card, to just do a short video. So that's what I am going to do, and I hope that helps. So let's get started. So our new catalog, I'll be using our annual catalog. It just came out in May. You could just start ordering on the 4th of May, so this week. So we are going to be looking at the Simply Elegant Suite. So if you decided you wanted to get the suite, then you would get one of everything that's pictured here, okay? So for this particular project, I'm going to be using the Elegantly Said bundle. So I'm using this particular stamp set. I'm going to be showing you this punch, and then these are the papers that we're going to be using. I've got a couple cards done, and I'm going to do one with you. So then this comes. It also has the ribbon, so it's really nice. This is silver, and it also the set comes with a gold, so silver and gold. And these are Simply Elegant trims, and really nice. And then the set also, you could get the metallic pearls, which I use as one of the cards I'm looking for while this in this page, but I don't see they're probably right under my nose. But anyway, but you can purchase these as well, and I'll show you those. Okay, and let's see. So I'll put this aside for now, and I'll bring out the cards. So here's one of the cards. So we're going to be doing a double Z. So if you've ever done a Z card or not a Z card, this is a double Z. So it has a Z on the outside, and the inside is a Z. Okay, so it could be used for, this format could be used for anything. Any occasion that you want to impress somebody. It's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. It sets up really nicely. So this one is done in gold, and it's using the base is our basic white cardstock. And then this is the Specialty Designer Series paper. And then this is cut out with the punch. And then I just stamped the sentiment, which is Happy Anniversary. I stamped the sentiment with basic gray. You could use Memento or whatever of your choosing. I put some of the gold pieces here, embellishments here, and then I just edged this with daubers and a little bit of the gray, basic gray, just to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And then this ribbon is wrapped around, and it's the gold ribbon. So that's that one. And then this one I did with the basic gray. And this is very vanilla here. And of course, then this is another one of the Designer Series papers. And then this is a vanilla ribbon. It's still the catalog. It's very pretty, kind of lacy. And so it looks good together, I think. So there's that one. So we're going to, these are the two cards that I will have in my blog. And then I thought I would make a third one and show you. Okay, so let me get my pieces. Okay, so we'll start with the outer Z. Okay, so the outer Z is, you would take a 8.5, start with an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and then on the 11-inch side, you would cut it at 5.5. So then you have two of these. So you'd have two of these sizes. So the other half of the sheet we're going to use for something else in the project. Okay, so that's this one. So then for scoring, you would score it at 2 1/8 and 4 1/4. Okay, so then we would go ahead and burnish with our bowl folder that piece, and then we'll fold this one back. And I always like to move it away so it doesn't make a crease on the other side. Burnish it nicely, and so that's, now we have our base card, okay? And then this is our inside V, okay? So this one is gonna go or Z. What did I say? VZ. Okay, so this one's going to go here like this. So we're going to go ahead and fold it this way and burnish it. Okay, and then this one is, we're going to fold back on itself. So this one we're going to fold this way. Okay, so that it looks like this. So then when you put it on the card, you attach this here, and this is how you have it. So you have your base card. Okay, so that's that. Now, we are going to go ahead and do the designer series paper for that. And I used a different color. Look at this color, it's amazing. So it has this leaf, which is, this is just the opposite side. They're really shiny. And so I was hard pressed to decide what I wanted to do. But anyway, so this card, so you have this one like this, and then this other one's going to be like here. Okay, so for the large Z, which is this one, we need to cut a 5 1/4 by 4-inch piece. So it's 5 1/4 by 4. And one thing you might want to pay attention to, if it matters to you, is how the design is going to appear, because on the paper, I have mine, you know, the way I want to do it. But when you're cutting them, just think about all the pieces you're going to cut out and how you might want them to, how you might want them to look. Okay, so there's that. And for the front panel, for the front panel, we want this one to be 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. Okay, so that's 1 7/8 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on this panel right here. Okay, so now for this inner Z, what did I do with that card? Oh, here it is. For the inner Z, we want to do a 2 1/2 by 4-inch piece. Okay, so 2 1/2 by 4, and that's going to go here. Okay, and then this piece is going to be the sentiment, the base for the sentiment. So it's 1 5/8 by 2 1/4, 1 5/8 by 2 1/4. So I made it a little bit smaller. The white piece that's going to go over it is a little bit smaller. So this, there's 2 more pieces. This piece is going to be smaller to go right here. So it's just a tad bit smaller. Let's see, what is it? 1 5/8? 1 5/8 by 2 1/4. Okay, so then what size is this one? This one is 1 7/8 by, what did I have? 7/8 by 2 1/2. 1 7/8 by 2 1/2. That's the other piece that goes here, the inner. Okay, so this one, and then this little piece is going to be here. This is what I'm going to stamp my sentiment on. And then this piece is 2 1/2 by 1 7/8, and that's going to be here for your, to write a little note to whoever you're sending the card to. And if you need to write more, if you like to write more, then you could just put another piece of white paper on the back of here, and then you could write more. That's what I do when I want to write something long to someone. Okay, all right, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start assembling these things. Okay, so we'll start over here, and Stamp and Seal is perfect for this project. And so you don't need a lot, and it goes a long ways. So this, okay, so this one, and I know you guys know how to do all this, but I thought it would be easier just to demonstrate it, because there's a lot of different steps to it. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to put it, I love this paper. It goes here. Oh no, I think it goes here. Okay. There we go. And then I'll stamp this one a second. And then this one goes like this. Can you see how magical that is? I don't, in a million years, I would have never got it to line up, but it lined up. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Okay, and then we'll put this one out here. Perfect. This so nice. Silvery. There's just a little bit of gold. Almost looks like brass. But anyway. Okay. So then on this card, put this wood. And you notice I have these go in a different way. On purpose. Like I said, you just have to think about what you want, how you want it to look when you're doing your card, which makes a difference. Everybody has their own way, as it should be. Inspiration. Hopefully, our design blog will inspire you to do something, and just see something new that you could do with our products. We have so many different ones. Okay, this one goes on the front. Okay, just like that. Okay. Here, I'm going to show you about a couple options I talk about on my blog, but you do have options. Always have options. Okay, so there's that. Now, you may not have noticed, okay, but I'm going to point it out to you now. So in this particular one, this piece that's here is tucked underneath of this designer series paper. So obviously before you put this piece on, which I already have on, so I'm not doing it that way, then you would put this on, and then the last thing you would do is put this other piece of designer series paper over it. So it kind of hides it, and then you put your ribbon there. So anyway, so that's kind of how that is. That's one way of doing it, is hiding it. And then this other, so I did it both ways. On this one, so what I'm going to do again is you put it over top. You can see how it's different. And it's, it has a different look, because this one, it's more broken up with the white, where this one is more solid. So it really just depends on what you think about the design that you're doing and what you want to do with it. But anyway, so there's that. Okay, so this is the piece that's going to go here. Okay, so I need to get Happy Anniversary on there. Oops, so sorry. I'm always getting ink on my fingertips. So, and then if it comes from my fingertips, it goes to my, I don't know if you guys have had this problem. It goes from my fingertips, it goes to the card. And then I'm like, ugh. And invariably it's a light color card. Okay, so I lined this up before I put it on a stamp. So I put it, I put this flat part here on the graph, and I put it like that. And then when I put it on this block, I kind of eyeballed it up so it would be lined here. So there would be a greater chance I would actually get my sentiment straight. And, you never know. That's why there's two sides to the paper. Okay, so then I kind of put it to the top of this particular one because, oh, that came out okay. Because I really like putting the flower, part of the flower. It's beautiful. So I could get a part of it onto the card, which I like. So, you could use any of the different ones, but this would, I just think it kind of adds a little something to it. Okay, so there we go. Here, cool, isn't it? So maybe close this up before I stick my finger in it again. Okay, so there's that. And if you wanted to, if you wanted to, you could add a little bit of color, but I kind of like it that way. Anyway, so we have this, and then now we're going to take this and put it on. Okay, so let's see. Here. A little bit in the middle. Let's see if I can get this in here. Okay. Perfecto. Okay. So then you want this to go on, right? Like this. So what you do, here's a trick. Let's try to explain. So you want to put your double-sided tape on here, okay? So double-sided tape, put that on here. Much easier to show this in the video than it is to explain it. without photographs. So I was like, okay, I could just do this. If you haven't done a Z card, double Z card, I think you'll enjoy trying it. We have so many beautiful sets. The designer series papers and you know, everything is just so, there's just so many choices. You could make this card. I'm going to make some birthday cards too. Yeah. But I was in the anniversary mode because my mom's 50th wedding anniversary is in June. And 50th. So I thought, okay, well, I'm going to play with this new set. So I made the gold card. Don't tell her. Give the gold card for them. Anyway, so, okay. So now, you see, when you're putting this together, so you've got all of your tape here, and you've got your tape here. Actually, you could move this to the bottom if you wanted, and put something out fancy up here. You could, you know, do whatever you want with it, however you like it. You could either probably do another, if you wanted to, be really fancy, you could probably put another one down here. But anyway, I digress. Okay, so what I do now is take my little pick tool and pull all this off and stick it on. Okay, this side. I have no fingernails. I haven't had fingernails my whole life, so there's nothing new. I got sharp tools I could use. Okay, so I hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to do it this way just because it's easier for me to see it. And I'm going to, hello, okay, this here. Eyeball it, okay. You want it to be close to that. Okay, so then, okay, it's there. Then so you fold your card down and you put this one on. Okay. Isn't that cool? It's there. See it? Happy anniversary. And if you wanted to put happy anniversary, like I did on these, I put it here. But on this one, I just did it a little differently because I like that whole panel. But, you know, you've got happy anniversary. If you wanted to, you could add it over here like I did all these other ones. It's just an option to do it however you like. But I just kind of liked it doing it different here. So just for the demonstration. Okay, so you could use the silver or the gold if you want to do the silver. Let's see, what's the gold look like? You could do the gold. I think I might do the gold because it adds a little something, something, doesn't it? Okay. I'm cutting about 18 inches of ribbon because I want to wrap it around double, but you know, you could do it however suits your fancy. I do it this way. I don't really make my little bows with a bow maker, but I really like doing this way. Okay, Tony, what did you do? Okay, so I'm not making that kind of a bow this time. I'm going to do something different because I cut my ribbon too short. You love it on camera. You could just do all kinds of funny things on camera that you can't do any other time. And, you know, like I should have cut 20 inches instead of 10. Okay, Tony, this is what I'm going to do. Take one out. So this is going to be a single loop because if I want to, I could always add another piece of it. At this time of night, my fingers aren't working the way they should be working, I guess. Okay, here we go. I got that. I'm trying to stay in the camera, and I'm also trying to tie a bow. You know, it's like walking and chewing gum at the same time, and I always say that I don't do that. It's just, I've never been able to, so, you know, it was no surprise when I can't do something. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm just going to cut off a little bit of this. Cool, isn't it? So that's something different. It's kind of a surprise. I think I like it better this way, but I'm going to add some little thingies here. Okay, but you know, now you see how another option, and you can decide how you want to do it. You have an option. Okay, so let's put a couple of these. Aren't these cute? Really cute, really cute, really cute. I love all of the embellishments that we have. Stamp it up. I mean, there's just treasure trove of things. Let's see, I'll put this one right here by the anniversary thing. And then I'm going to put what? Lining them up and get them in order is always fun. 2. See if my luck holds out for the third one. 3. Yep. Okay, so that's 4. I got to do one more because, you know, you got to have an odd number, right? Always have to have an odd number. So I'm going to put this right here in the center. I can. Okay. So I hope you have enjoyed this little video. And so here's this. Okay. And once again, here's this one. Happy anniversary. This is really my favorite one. And here's this one. Okay. And let me see right here. Okay, so I'm going to put this here so that if you guys want to, if you didn't catch all that, you could just stop on here and get all the dimensions that I was spouting off to you. And of course, they'll be in the blog too. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you enjoy the blog post. Okay. Good night. Bye-bye.